Now that kids are off of school for the summer, it's important to really understand that this is a period of transition and it may bring some stress or anxiety to your children. So to discuss more on this important topic and how to really take care of your children's mental health during the summer break is Tiffany Williams Brooks. She's Director of Children and Adolescent Mental Health Services at the incredible Harris Center for Mental Health. Thank you so much for being with us, first and foremost. We appreciate it. Now, of course, a lot of people are asking out there, what advice would you give to parents as, of course, their children transition from school to summer? We're already in summer, some of them are just sleeping, and that's it. But they should be doing more than that. What can you do?
So I'm going to tell you, it's a huge transition for some children. They are actually going from a rigorous schedule of school, hot breakfast, lunch, their friends, their favorite teachers. It could be challenging for them. I often tell parents there are 3 points to remember. Plan for the summer, keep your kids active for the summer, and stay involved during the summer.
I love that. That's such great advice. So what factors can contribute to an increase when it comes to like mental health issues among those children?
Absolutely. The factors are just as I stated, leaving school. Some of them have friends that they won't see during the summer, and that's really tough for them. Some of them have those teachers that they love and they won't see. And then transitioning to home may not have the structure. Many of our families with parents have to work during the summer. And that means that some of those kids have to stay home, they don't interact with friends, and it's really difficult for them.
It's kind of like a separation anxiety in a sense for some of those kids, right?
Absolutely. They've been there for the whole year. So they've made bonds with different people, and during the summer they may have no contact with them. And of course the concern is the children who kind of stay isolated. They're on social media, the internet, and that really could damage the mental health of those children. And I tell parents, get involved, find out what's going on with your child, talk with them, notice if there's any signs of concerning behaviors with them.
What are some of those concerning behaviors that you can pick up on that parents may not say? They'll say they know their children better than anyone else, but there may be some other signs that they may not be aware of at first. So what would you suggest they look out for specifically?
I would suggest that they look out to if their children are sad. Let's say they're not really engaging with the friends that they usually would. Let's say they're isolating themselves. You may even see some children who may be a little irritable, maybe even aggressive. Those are concerns that parents need to be aware of. And of course, sometimes when they're isolated and they're by themselves and no friends to interact, we have to also be concerned with suicidality or just having thoughts of harming themselves.
And that's one of the biggest fear of a lot, because there have been a lot of people, not just adults, but young children who are sadly committing suicide. And that is a big concern for a lot of people out there. So what do underserved communities, how can they be helped too? Because that's an issue that they're dealing with as well. You have to go to work. That's the only thing you can do to feed your family. And these kids are on their own, and you're trying to make sure they can avoid the detrimental idea of suicide. So what can they do?
Yeah, very concerning. There are several low-cost and free camps and resources out there that kids and families can get involved with. There are also campuses that are actually giving breakfast and lunch free to children in the neighborhood. That definitely helps. But parents need to know their kids need to be active. They need to interact with them. And parents need to pay attention to those behaviors that I spoke about earlier.
For the future, for next summers and summers coming up, I always would suggest, and I've got friends who've got kids who do this all the time, ask your teachers for a little extra work on the summer, or ideas like books to read, things of that nature. Do you think that helps to keep the mind going for some of these kids?
It does help. I'm going to tell you, if you set up a schedule, and you may have a schedule where they read for an hour a day, or you read with them, or even if there's some worksheets to do, that is definitely helpful. We want them to have fun.
Yes.
We want them to enjoy the summer, but we also know that we have to prepare them to transition back to school in the fall.
So what is the website that people can get more information to help their children this
Thanks
summer?
for asking.
Of course.
The harriscenter.org, and our telephone number 713-970-7000. We believe in transforming lives, and we want parents to reach out to us if they have concerns about their child's mental health.
Well, thank you so much. And remember, the Harris Center is there for all kids and adults out there if you need help as well, because that's why they're here. So we appreciate it. Thank you so much for being with us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Most certainly. You can get more on her from, of course, and the Harris Center at CW39.com after our show.